right, everybody, quit your pooping. It's time for the Inspired Incompetence podcast. How's everyone doing this week?
Oh, I felt that.
Yeah.
Right in the pooper.
I was there.
Feeling good.
So yeah, you guys kind of checked all these waiting rooms. You took out the Welco Fiendes, and in this conference room, you found some magical scrolls and some like table setting, silver, nice stuff. And yeah, now you have exited to the north, and when you came out, there is a halfling standing nearby, and that is where we left it. So, scene.
Brunswick immediately steps west to put Sir Edwin between himself and this halfling. Ah!
Edwin is still carrying the corpse of Lord Mancham. Oh, thank goodness, a servant. If I'm not mistaken, judging by that badge you have there, you must be one of Lord Mancham's, yes?
This guy wearing a badge?
He is wearing a similar Senate Aid badge to the ones you were wearing, but you know you've never seen him before this moment.
Can I roll knowledge nobility on the badge?
Sure.
14?
I don't have the exact name of it off the top of my head, but you recognize the badge as belonging to like an old and kind of like extinct noble house. Like not the same house, but similar to what the rest of the PCs are wearing. It's an old badge of a house that is no longer in existence.
Should that seem odd?
Not necessarily. You know, a lot of these Senate Aid badges get recycled through different, up-and-comers who might not have the funding to enchant all of the necessary spells into these that they might. So instead they take from what has come before, what's kind of left over after other houses.
So this guy's...
You would know that, especially in Taldor, when a house goes kaput, it gets very quickly cannibalized by, all of the other noble houses, especially the ones that are nearby.
It kind of sounds like this guy's walking around with a counterfeit badge. I think Carl's going to need to take a closer look.
Yeah, my statement still stands. Do you want me to roll a bluff check or something?
You can.
13?
I don't know a Lord Mancham.
Ah, my apologies. Whom do you serve?
Oh, I was at the party with,
Sense motive.
No, I literally just don't know the name. I gotta figure out the name.
Reads
Still
off of
rolling it.
hand.
Go ahead.
Brunswick likewise
Oh,
senses motives.
oh man.
Oh,
Not
Yeah.
that,
you might want to just hold on to it. See, you know what happened there was I warmed up my power dice ahead of time.
I was there in service of Viscountess Nicodemus. Madam Lady, and you are aware that he is being less than truthful.
About being at the party or being associated with that senator?
About being associated with that noble.
I want to use my gaze on him. I want to give him an old stink eye.
Okay. I don't even think there's a save. I think there's just imposes like a -2 on his will saves or something.
that is correct.
It does. Yeah, I'll use my hypnotic stare at him.
I see by his picture he has a weapon of some sort.
He does have a rapier with him.
So first question, is it peace-tied?
Yes, it is still peace-bound.
Second question, how nice does it look?
Give me an appraise check.
Third question, does this man look like he has any lunch money?
Yeah. He's definitely dressed as a servant.
19?
With a 19, yeah, you just looking at it, it looks like a very nice rapier. You could safely assume that it is masterwork.
Are we actually contemplating on stealing this guy's rapier?
Oh no, this guy is just super sus, that's all.
Yeah. Can I make a perception check to see if his clothes are like disheveled or any kind of indication that like maybe he was in an altercation?
Yeah, go ahead and roll perception.
Oh yeah, 22.
Yeah, he looks fine. He looks a little, freaked out, as everyone else has down here, who, oh no, everyone's getting slaughtered, and then all of a sudden, why am I in the dark? But other than that, he just looks like he was at the party. Maybe a little disheveled, but he doesn't look like he was in, a fight or anything like that.
Brunswick, he points a finger at him, and he says, Where did you come from?
I was at the party, like you all, I assume.
No. I mean, just now. We were just in this corridor a few minutes ago. You were nowhere to be found. Where did you come from?
He kind of points behind him off to the east. He's like, I was in that waiting room over there. I heard the sounds of a scuffle, and I figured it was best for me to stay where I believed it was safe until things quieted down.
And you just started bumbling around in the dark, did you?
Well, I didn't see anything else, and I guess it seemed safe enough.
Is there
I'm rolling
a
sense
room?
motive on that.
which room did he say he came out of? Like, do we see a door leading into it?
You can see off to the east here. It's this first room, like it's the northeastern room off the big hallway. That was where he indicated.
Well, this guy's story checks out to Brunswick.
If I move over here, am I able to still keep line of sight on him and peek into the room?
Sure.
Well, I'd like to do that and see what's in the room.
Okay. It looks just like a waiting room, like the one that Sir Edwin pulled you all into, and yeah, I think you've at least kind of taken a quick peek at all the other ones. It looks just like all of those.
I'm going to join Brunswick in his scrutiny check for his story.
I got an 8 on my sense motive, by the way.
14.
Yeah, his story checks out.
Yeah, one more sense motive check, I feel.
And Brunswick drops his pointed finger, and he says, well, it's dangerous times, I suppose. We should probably keep moving, though.
Yeah.
And Madam Ladian got a 19 on her sense motive.
Even with the suspicion that you would have for knowing that he was less than truthful at who he was working for, like this seems to make sense. Like, just especially looking in the room, you can kind of see where the dust was disturbed, where he was like sitting at the table, and like just looking on the ground, you can see, you know, a little set of barefoot halfling footprints walking from this room right over to where he's currently standing. Like, at the very least, this part of his story checks out to you.
Well, I'm still keeping my stare on him.
And when he's not expecting, I'm going to feel around in his pockets.
Can I roll knowledge nobility on Viscountess Nicodemus?
Sure.
25.
So yeah, you know that with that, you definitely know that Octavia Nicodemus, she is one of Taldor's oldest and longest-serving senators. These days, she rarely leaves what she considers her life's work, which is like an archive of objects and information known as the Endless Repository. She comes to the city only a handful of times each year because of how old she is, and partly because she really wants to finish that repository before she dies. You know that she has a very strong interest in the occult, and that is a lot of what she gathers at the Endless Repository.
That hardly seems like the kind of person who wouldn't be able to afford to enchant their own badges.
Does Nicodemus seem the sort to reward her servants?
To a degree. I wouldn't say any more or less than any noble. Like, she's not known for her generosity, but she's not known for being, like, super stingy either.
Gotcha.
Well, what do we say that we take this into another room? I don't want these walls starting to come alive again, if you know what I mean.
Yes, I do know what you mean, Vulpus.
Would it be all right if I tagged along with you folks? I'm not too keen on being left behind.
Do you plan on doing any harm to us?
Why would I do you harm? Like, at the very least, I think I would need you to get out of here.
Do you plan on stealing from us?
What? No.
Well, then of course you could join us.
Yeah, and what's in your pockets?
Sense motive. 19.
Yeah, you believe him.
I don't believe him.
Okay, you can choose to not believe him, but you're not detecting any falsehoods in what he is saying.
You don't look like much of a fighter.
I mean, I have my rapier here that Lady Nicodemus allowed me to use, but I'm not terribly well versed in its use.
Vulpus, are you good with the rapier at all?
Yeah, I'm pretty knowledgeable, if you know what I mean.
Would you mind lending the rapier?
I
Viscountess Nicodemus, I'm sure, would rather have the rapier in the hands of someone who knew what they were doing.
I would much rather not. I need some form of protection.
I don't think so. As the servant here, I think it would be best that you carried the remains of Lord Mancham.
That's a good idea.
Yes, good idea.
And then I'm going to say in Halfling, or is that a problem?
Well, it's a bit of a problem. I can't carry him.
I'm sorry, I didn't get your name.
Oh, my apologies. I'm sorry. My name is Emesto Skullbend. At your service, such it is as it is. And he gives you a bow.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you so much. I'm going to offload Lord Mancham's remains onto him.
As soon as you drop it on him, he just falls over under the weight of this guy.
Does anything fall out of his pockets?
No,
Matt
nothing
hasn't
falls out of his
acknowledged the pockets questions once.
That's because I'm onto something big here, and he doesn't want me getting in there.
The MacGuffin of
when
book
I-
6 is in his
When I get
pockets.
close to him, do I see any form of heraldry or markings or anything?
No, not as such.
Okay. I'll just have to take his word for it then.
I help him load the body onto him. You know, like I don't know how he's gonna do it, fireman style or whatever.
No, I just Kamehameha corpse right onto him.
Yeah, he definitely does not have enough strength to carry this body, but he can drag it.
Sure.
He just, grabs a foot under each arm and just starts slowly dragging it behind you guys as you decide wherever you're going.
Brunswick's so confused, why this body needs to come with us in the first place, but he goes with it.
I'm okay with it.
Brunswick continues to wait for anybody, to open up that door.
Oh, which one?
The one to the north. That's a door, right?
I open the door, take a step in.
You open the door, and as soon as you step through, you can easily see that this door is hidden from the side that you are going into. From your side, it's just a door. But if you were in the other room looking at it, it would have been a secret door, a hidden door. And when you go in, you see pristine glass display cases standing along the walls and in the center of this immense rectangular display room. The area is more than 60 feet wide and 40 feet long, with the outer walls covered in glass displays of armor, save near the two northern doors and along the southern wall. Two rusted and decayed suits of armor stand separate, protected in glass cases. Tarnished and discolored weaponry fills the cases in the center of the room. Circles of various sizes have been scratched into the glass and drawn on the walls with chalk and paint. So what do you guys do?
Vulpes checks out the display cases.
And Brunswick's going to detect magic while just
Ooh.
kind of staying in the... once everybody starts walking around, he'll start walking around too, but he starts detecting magic.
I'll detect magic as well.
Vulpes, when you say checking out the display cases, what does that mean?
Well,
are you just walking up and looking? Are you trying to open them? What are you doing?
Well, if it looks a little bit cloudy, he's gonna press his face up against it to see if he could get a better look inside.
Yeah, headbutt it.
So Vulpes and Brunswick, you are detecting magic. And just from a quick glance around the room, you see that most of the armor and weaponry here is so old and it's just kind of rusted and neglected from years of being it had been on display here for a long time before this whole level got sealed up, and it just became forgotten about down here, and almost all of it is pretty junky. You're detecting magic though, and you are seeing quite a few magical auras around the room. In one case, it looks like there's a hand axe that's drawing your attention. Over on another case, there's a steel shield that's kind of drawing you. Over on a shelf in the corner, there's a couple of vials that are detecting as magic. And over on one of the display shelves, there is a particularly nice looking crossbow that is drawing your attention as well.
Okay. Well, Brunswick would like to investigate all of those things. So, do you just want like 4 spellcraft checks?
Well, let's start with one of them. Like, pick one that you want to start with.
You said the crossbow looked particularly nice, so I'll start with that one.
Okay.
And Vulpus will do it on.
Yeah. That's
What-
a 24 spellcraft check.
Vulpus is just gonna essentially follow whatever Brunswick does.
So, Brunswick, when you go over to check out that crossbow, you walk over and you pick it up and kind of like start trying to identify the properties of it. Vulpus, you notice the 2 suits of armor that are in these display cases. They suddenly animate, and like the armor looks really decrepit and like shoddy, like you're not even sure how it's even holding together in one piece. But the armor animates and just wildly just starts swinging as those 2 glass cases just shatter as these things hack their way out. And everyone roll initiative.
Man.
All right. So these things animate, they break through the glass. Combat starts, and Sir Edwin, you are up first.
All right. So are they still on their little pedestals?
Yes.
Okay. Now that I have a free hand, I'm going to draw my shield.
Okay.
And since I can't charge, I can't combine that, right?
Right.
I guess my turn's just going to be to move there then.
Okay. Sorry. And then next up is the creature from the east pedestal. He steps forward, drawing a old rusted-looking longsword from its sheath at its side.
Oh god, that's got tetanus written all over it.
And it is going to take a swipe at Vulpus. Does a 19 hit?
Yeah, it hits.
Okay, so Vulpus is going to take 5 damage from that swing.
Ew.
And then next up is the other suit of armor. And from right where it is, it's going to take a swing. It's going to pull out its longsword and take a swing at Sir Edwin. But I think a 10 does not hit Sir Edwin.
Nope.
All right. Vulpus, answer in kind.
I'd rather not. I'm gonna inspire courage. Inspire courage.
Okay, so everyone can toggle that buff on. All right, so Vulpus takes a step back. He starts inspiring courage. And Madam Ladian, you're up.
One day we'll do an AP where my characters can do things at the beginning of the AP.
Don't make promises you can't.
That's good. That's a good point. I'm guessing all my mental affecting things aren't going to work on these animated suits of armor.
Well, you could try and identify them if you want to find out.
What's the appropriate knowledge? A knowledge arcana?
It would be a knowledge religion check.
Well, that doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
And no, I can't, because I'm not playing Uhtred, and I don't have that knowledge.
Can I make that check outside of my turn?
Sure.
If we're all making knowledge checks, can I make a knowledge check outside of my turn?
Yes, go ahead.
Brunswick got a 23.
15.
All right, so you both recognize these as Guardian Phantom armors. They are a specific type of undead created when heavily armored. Basically, it's like when a heavily armored person is brought back necromantically in this particular ritual, that their souls end up enchanting the armor more than the body itself. Like the body kind of like decays away when they're formed, just leaving behind this kind of undead suit of armor. And let's see, Sir Edwin, you can ask me 1 question, and Brunswick can ask me 2.
Does it have any damage reduction?
It does not.
Do they have any special attacks?
No, you're aware that they most likely have the power attack feat, but no special abilities.
Okay. Do they have any special defenses?
Other than being undead, no. So, Madam Ladian, it's still your turn.
Yeah, I'm going to pass my turn.
All right. Brunswick, on to you then.
Brunswick is going to take a 5-foot step to the west, and then he's going to cast Acid Splash onto the red phantom armor.
Okay.
Okay, I got a 15 versus its touch AC.
That hits.
Awesome. And it deals 3 points of acid damage.
Okay. All right, Carl, on to you.
Yeah, baby. I'm going to take all that courage that I just got, and I'm going to attack this thing with my nunchucks.
Okay.
15.
15 does not hit.
Is that 17 with flank, though?
That's 17 with flank. Thank you.
Still does not hit.
Fuck.
Are there any more bonuses? Let's search on the ground. Maybe there's some in the carpet here.
Sorry, nothing for you. Sir Edwin, you're up.
I'm going to take a swing at it
Okay.
with my longsword.
Let's see it.
There's a 23 to hit
Yeah, that hits.
and 8 damage.
8 damage. You cut down that undead armor.
Sure. A 17 doesn't hit, but a 23 does. I see how it is.
Yep, that's pretty much how it works.
Yep.
But now it is the still unliving armor's turn, and it is again going to 5-foot step and take a swing at Vulpus.
Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh.
So that's a natural 20.
Oh, see ya.
Oh, yep.
Does a 12 confirm?
Kill.
12 does not confirm.
Oh,
Wow. And you really lucked out there. You take 1 damage.
nice.
Oh my god.
All right, Vulpus, it is your turn.
Kind of realizing this dude's not allowing me to get away here.
He's got your number.
Yeah. And it's a very threatening number. Vulpus is going to with his rapier. So that's a 12, including the
You have a buff.
Inspired
Just
courage.
toggle on your
Where's
inspired
the
courage.
buff? I couldn't find
It's
the
the
buff.
buffs tab.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
but-
use that really
Believe
hidden
it.
tab.
Where is it really?
But either way, a 12 does not hit. So, unless you want to try moving away.
I'll take a 5-foot step, please.
Okay. All right,
Whoa,
Madam
whoa,
Lady,
whoa,
and that
whoa.
brings us to you then. What?
He's bringing him right to me.
I need him to. I need to shake him
Yeah,
off.
I don't like that directional choice either.
Whose turn is it?
It is Madam Lydian's turn.
Yeah, I can't do shit to this. Like, I don't even have acid splash because I took like what did I take? Unwitting ally. Everything I do, you need a mind for me to affect.
Get the halfling guy to help us.
Yeah,
Force him into it.
I tagged the halfling in. I think I have to pass again.
All right.
I'm not gonna get up close and start swinging on this thing.
All right, then Brunswick, you're up.
Oh, hold on.
Oh.
Now you said, would the spell Mental Block work? You access the target's procedural memories. Now, does it have memories, or is because it's really more the suit of the armor?
Is it
doesn't?
listed as a mind-affecting spell?
Yep.
Then probably not.
All right, then I pass. War for the Crown's been super fun.
All right, Brunswick.
Brunswick takes another 5-foot step, and he's going to rinse and repeat. Acid splash.
All right.
Oh no, that's a natural 1.
All right. Roll it again. Let's confirm that.
It's a 10 to confirm against touch AC.
It doesn't confirm.
Fuck yeah!
Never punished.
I haven't learned a thing.
I'll live forever.
All right, Carl, you're up.
Carl's gonna finish the job by moving up once, twice, 3 times, 4 times.
That
No.
last one will provoke.
Just kidding. I know.
I mean, you could just travel east and then just go diagonally down. Never mind.
That's not how I do it.
Okay.
And boom, baby. 24
24 hits.
for 7 damage. Dude, absolutely nunchuck this fool right in his dome piece.
Yeah, that you cave in this decrepit suit of armor's helmet, and the whole thing just crumples to the ground.
I let out a sick Bruce Lee, like, yeah! When I do it, so that the whole party knows how badass I am.
Brunswick's got mad respect for Carl right now. Answer, Edwin.
So these things are down.
Vulpus dismisses Inspire Courage.
Okay.
So Brunswick, he kind of looks around at this scene, and he's shaking his head, and he's, why is everything down here ready to kill us? He like reaches up and he like clutches the badge on his chest. These were apparently supposed to transport us to safe locations, yet everything down here, it wants us dead. Where are we? What is this place?
Yeah, I want answers, Amistus. What does he have to say for himself?
He has no idea what's going on either.
Well, I mean, this place may be dangerous, but the way how I see it, it also provides, and points to the table filled with magical items.
I mean, they're spread out through the room. They're not all congregated in one place.
Sure.
Yeah, so I would like to use the spellcraft check that I rolled for that crossbow before combat started, if that's okay.
Yeah, what was it?
It was a 24.
Yeah, that's fine.
So at Vulpus's comment, Brunswick, still very upset and like very begrudgingly, goes over and he inspects that crossbow.
I'd also like a knowledge history check to go along with that.
All right. I got a 13.
21.
So this crossbow is on a table, and like it is very prominently displayed, and like the plaque in front of it it's kind of dusty, but you just wipe the dust off quick, and it reads Dignity's Barb. Just based on the plaque, you know that this was used in, like, just based on what you know from basically being upstairs and just living in Taldor for a while, you know that when Taldor has a long history of displaying its trophies from its expeditionary forces, which conquered a large area of the Inner Sea region. And you know, like, the name Dignity's Barb, the name itself doesn't really ring a bell, but Sir Edwin, you recognize the name of the general that the plaque says that it belonged to. It belonged to a General Garifine of the 7th Army of Exploration.
Is that general noteworthy? I mean, if they're displaying his crossbow, I'm guessing there is noteworthiness to him.
Yes, like Sir Edwin would definitely know that. I mean, he was like the general that you would all know. Like, this guy's kind of famous in Taldan history, and you would all know that he's very famous for turning the tide in a vicious battle against some Kelid forces. Sir Edwin, you particularly know that this very crossbow is the one that he shot while practically blinded and struck a lethal blow, which struck down the Kelid warlord from his mammoth mount and broke the enemy in the battle.
It's a real Manny move.
Lucky.
And also, I was actually mistaken. This actually is not counting as magic.
Too late.
Right now, it is just it is a masterwork crossbow, but it does have the added ability that it reduces the mischance from concealment by 5%.
But that's not a magical effect?
Correct.
Interesting.
How does it do that? Just through, like...
It's just a very well calibrated longbow, or
It's
a crossbow, I guess.
It's just good vibes, man. All right. Well, can I apply my 24 spellcraft check on one of the magical auras that I actually saw and would have been focusing
Used
on?
it on?
Yeah.
Hey, look at this crossbow that's not magical. I better spellcraft check it.
Well, all right. On that same note, actually, like, this thing would be reading some residual magic because this was a magical crossbow at one time.
It's just been so long.
It's been so long that the magic has drained away and just kind of become dormant. So, like, it still retains some vestige of that magic enchantment, which is what comes out in the 5% concealment reduction.
Wait a minute.
So
You gotta
could he-
juice it.
Could he apply his 24 then to knowing how to, like, undormatize, wake up.
Yeah.
the magic?
Do I recognize this as? I don't know if this is too meta of me, but do I recognize this as one of those like Taldan artifacts?
You know that it is definitely a major piece of Taldan history.
Okay.
This is one of those things like when they sealed up this vault, you'd actually be a little surprised that this wasn't something that they took with them when they sealed this level. It's that major of an artifact in Taldan history.
Okay.
We certainly couldn't leave such a significant piece of Taldan history down here, and I can't think of a better bearer than
I accept.
Mr. Brunswick here.
Yeah, I'm sure we could find a better bearer than Brunswick.
Brunswick's kind of like taken aback by that comment. And he looks at everybody and he says, "It has certainly become our responsibility, I would say, to recover this piece. I could bring the crossbow back, but I would be lying if I said that I was the most capable of us all to wield it in battle, if that's what you mean, Sir Edwin.
Just to take responsibility for its well-being.
I will, of course, accept that responsibility." But he looks back at Madame Lady and he says, "Perhaps you would feel more well-equipped if you had this."
Oh, no, my friend. Unfortunately, I too am not one that's well equipped to use a bow. I choose other forms of protection. Perhaps one of the strapping young lads would be better with it. Carl looks like quite the fighter to me.
Brunswick's he doesn't want to hurt Madame Ladian's feelings.
Oh, you won't hurt my feelings. Just say.
Says, I couldn't help but notice that you appeared quite frustrated at your inability to help against these suits of armor, and indeed also against those wall creatures. Perhaps if you had a crossbow, you could at the very least fire a bolt or two.
Oh, but why would I need to fire a bolt or two when I have such strapping companions that take care of these things for me?
Because they already are taking care of things for you. But
yes,
having somebody in the very
I'm
back.
looking for.
No, you know what? You're right. I'm sorry. I'd better hold on to it for now. Yeah, Brunswick, hold on to the crossbow unless somebody else says no. I want it.
No, I'm good.
Are there any bolts?
Not like right with it, but you can kind of scrounge up some crossbow bolts from around the area.
Okay. And now to these actual magical auras. Where was I only seeing them where those phantom armors were, or were there? You said that there was a vial, right?
There were a few vials, and there was like a hand axe and a steel shield.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the vials first.
Okay.
Do you want one spellcraft check?
Give me 2.
Okay. First spellcraft check is 16. Second spellcraft check is 10.
21 and a 16.
Okay. Anyone else try?
Yeah, Vulpes will. All right, a 11 and a 21.
Okay. So, Brunswick and Madame Ladian, you both identify 3 potions of Cure Light Wounds.
Nice.
And Vulpes, you identify a potion of Bull Strength.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
So we have 3 healing potions and 1 of increased strength. Brunswick kind of looks to Sir Edwin as the obvious recipient of that
yeah.
potion.
Not Madame Ladian? You sure about that?
No, he's going to look to her for
Well,
pretty much anything else.
If you want to run in there and slap the next suit of armor, feel free.
And then what of the shield?
The shield and the hand axe are simple enough. They're both +1. It's a +1 hand axe and a +1 heavy steel shield.
Sir Edwin probably could use a +1 shield.
Sir Edwin?
What's the design on the front of the shield? Is it just like a plain shield, or is there like a heraldry or?
Yeah, I would assume it's probably got the heraldry of like a one of those long defunct houses, something that was around for one of the armies of exploration that has died out in the centuries since.
Okay, sure. I'll take the shield.
Who is getting those 3 healing potions? Does anybody need them right now?
I got hit pretty hard, but I do have cure light wounds.
Okay. So Brunswick doesn't much care who wants to carry those potions for now, as long as, it is understood that they're used when they're needed.
Well, I'll take one. No one's gonna pipe up.
Brunswick hands one to Madame Ladian.
Oh, thank you, good sir. Hopefully I will never require use of this.
As long as the rest of these strapping young men do their jobs, hopefully you won't need to.
I like the way you think, my friend.
Question. So, do we have a general time it is right now, or?
You are underground. There is absolutely no light source and no way to identify what time it is. But, I mean, it was probably like 8 o'clock in the evenings, maybe, when the whole slaughter in the Senate happened. You've been down here for a few hours figuring out that puzzle and other things, so
Okay.
you probably don't know exactly, but you could ballpark.
Okay, so Vulpus is gonna kind of pipe up. Well, last time I checked, it was around 8 o'clock when we disappeared down here. We've been down here for a couple hours now. I don't know about you guys, but I don't feel rested when we woke up in that room. So maybe we should take our chances and find a place to rest tonight.
Yes, I agree. We should hunker down somewhere and collect ourselves.
Okay.
All right.
At this point, everyone except Sir Edwin would hear the voice of Martella Lothied in your heads, and she just goes, "We finally made it out of the Senate. Stavian soldiers are still pursuing us. We're fighting through the entire Senate building. Wherever you are, keep your heads down."
Brunswick, he turns an eye to Sir Edwin. You said your father gave you that badge,
He did.
and you haven't heard anything from him since coming down here?
I've not.
I hope he's taking care of himself up there. It sounds like quite the commotion.
Not that our badges have been communicating with us or anything.
You just did, dude.
There's a mole among us.
There's a mole down here?
A servant. We don't know him.
I don't know you, Kakarl.
And I suppose then I'm
Master
doing my
ninja?
job.
No, I just met you.
As a ninja, I mean. You're not supposed to know me. I'm supposed to be unknown.
Ninja or no ninja, I still wouldn't know you. I literally met you, 6-7 hours ago?
You'll
About
never
that.
know me.
I imagine
Even if you know
correct,
me for
Carl.
another 6 or 7 hours.
Not even I know me.
An
Who
identity
am
so
I?
secret, not even I know who I am.
Thanks, Matt. That's the gist of it.
Every time I start to figure it out, I throw myself another curve.
I'm like that guy from that movie where he writes on stuff to remember stuff.
Memento.
That's the one.
Okay, so perhaps one of the side rooms down in that corridor back there would be best. Only one way in, easy to fortify.
I'm just
Yes,
gonna check real quick to make sure there's not beds in these rooms. Just
Carl,
just real quick.
Carl,
just
Carl.
A little, well, just a little peek-see.
Okay.
If there's mattresses in here, you're gonna love me.
All right, so Carl opens that door and does a little peek-see inside. And this rectangular room appears to host a celebration frozen in time. Gaudy nobles crowd the corners of this room, all of which are dressed in ostentatious and pretentious fashions. Tremendous wigs soar toward the ceiling, each covered in thick layers of dust. A larger gaggle fills the center of the chamber, each aristocrat presenting a jovial or mocking leer as it stares out blankly. One of the figures is sprawled on the floor, overlapping circles cut into its waxen chest and face.
So Carl opens this room and sees just dozens of people frozen in place as if they're celebrating something.
Yeah, and judging by the one that's on the floor with like circles carved into it, they're wax figures.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shut that door and pretend like I didn't open it. I'm gonna go back to their plan.
What did you see, Carl?
Nothing. It's just an empty room.
Did it look like there were any other ways out? Could would that be a good room to hold up in?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no. If you were a dozen people having a celebration, that would be the room to hold up in. You're just gonna have to see it for yourself. Come here. Tell me this isn't the weirdest thing you've ever seen. I open the door again.
All right, Brunswick goes and has a look-see.
I'm not going
Yeah.
in either. I'm just opening the door and saying, look for yourself. That's fucking crazy in there.
Yeah, you open the door and you look in, and yeah, there are just dozens of wax figures spread throughout that room.
I'm going to throw a quick detect magic in there without actually stepping in.
You are detecting a magical aura right in the middle of the room.
Okay, spellcrafterino. 19.
24, just in case.
All right. Yeah, you both recognize the illusion-based aura of this item as a hat of disguise.
Ooh.
Just leave it.
It is in the shape of one of the smaller wigs on one of these wax figures. Like, it's not like one of these like towering beehive things. It's an actual like, sensibly sized wig.
Brunswick puts a hand on Vulpus's shoulder. He says, "We should leave that there for now. We should go rest."
I think that could be of much use to some of us.
I think everything down here has tried to kill us, no matter who or what we look like so far.
And I'm not gonna lie, I've had a couple of very bad dreams of wax figures coming to life and trying to kill me. So, if you wouldn't mind, let's shut this door until at least morning.
All right, we can wait until after we rest if you all want to, but certainly we should just not forget about it and leave it behind.
Certainly not. It's definitely something that could come in handy once we're out of here, but...
And I don't think we should open this door as I lean into it to open it.
Carl, no. Carl.
It's already open.
So Carl peeks into this other room to the north, and you see lines of shelves that run from north to south in this square room. Glass windows, some with handles and others bearing locks, cover the front of the shelves. Dozens of objects line the shelves, resting on satin pillows behind the protective glass covers. A
Holy
door
shit,
exits from
pillows!
each of the four walls.
Sorry, didn't want to interrupt you there, but pillows!
Yeah,
I did it! I actually did it! The thing that I said I was going to find, I found.
No, you said you were going to find beds.
That's
Pillows
true.
are not beds.
I mean,
Whatever.
that's still pretty close.
It's close. I'll give you all the credit in the world for close, but
Yes.
not gonna let you sit here and lie to people like, oh, you did it and found beds.
All right, well.
I mean,
I
get
did
enough
find
pillows
pillows.
together and you got yourself
all
a
right,
bed.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
No one cares whatever Matt
No,
said.
We should trust Alex when it comes to beds.
That's true.
Yeah, that's
Only
true.
the quality of beds.
That's
Not
also true.
Not anymore, though.
Oops.
That's in the past.
Detect magic.
It's in your
Oh,
bones,
wow, wow.
Alex. Or under your
Wow,
bones.
wow.
You detect
You have
magic,
pillows
and
in
you
your
are
bones.
finding a single magical aura within the room.
Yeah, I smash up the shelf with the pillow in it.
I mean, there's pillows like all up and down this thing. Like it's all like old artifacts, like like resting on these like satin pillows.
Yeah. So, I just want one.
God.
How about
yes.
how about this one back here?
Okay, well, hold on. You smash a shelf, and let's see here. I need a reflex save.
Oh, what?
Oh my god. You know,
You mean
if
for the
this is-
shelf?
I need a reflex save
From me, not the shelf.
from you.
Okay.
I mean, all right. Listen, I feel like I owe the group an apology at this point. If Vipera, if this is the way how you guys feel with Vipera, I'm stressed the fuck out right now.
This is 1/10 of how we feel.
Yeah, for sure. This is very low. 22 baby on the reflex.
All right, so you pass, which means you are only going to take 7 non-lethal electricity damage.
Oh my god.
Only.
You're telling me I try to break in to get this pillow and I get freaking electrocuted in front of everyone? That's so lame.
Did the glass break? Or did he just get electrocuted and it's still whole?
No, like the glass does break, and like the glass breaking triggers a trap that sends a jolt of electricity throughout the room.
Damn.
Oh my
You
god,
guys-
that's so bad.
You guys are just lucky that Carl's the only one in the room.
Oh, throughout the whole fucking room? Jesus Christ.
Holy
Don't
shit.
tase me, bro.
Brunswick's arm hair
did he-
stands up.
Did he happen to choose the glass that was in front of the magical aura?
Yeah, Brunswick's detecting magic, and he got a 22 on his spellcraft check.
No, Carl did not choose the one with the magical aura because Brunswick has not had the
Classic.
chance to point it out yet.
While Carl's
Classic.
like
He's gonna have
picking
to
him-
break another one.
Yeah, while Carl's picking himself up, Brunswick goes, "Carl, no, break that glass over there. Try that one."
Yes, that
fucking
pillow
way.
looks way better.
No way.
Oh, but Carl, I need a pillow, please.
Unless I can reach through where it is to, like, you know, I put a hole in this glass. Unless I can reach down and get it. No way. I'm not making more holes. You guys are out of your mind. I take
Just
my
crossbow.
pillow. What was the artifact on my pillow?
It's it would include like it looks like it's some kind of like necklace made out of bones. Like everything in this room looks like trophies that were taken from like conquered people from some expeditionary army or other.
It's the British Museum.
Yes.
That's where we are right now.
So
Whole
I'll
room
put
full of stuff taken from other people, from conquered
put-
people.
the bone necklace on just to be sure. You know, I feel like I earned it with the getting zapped and the taking the pillow and whatever. So I'll just wear that. For now.
Okay.
So my 22 spellcraft check.
Yes, you identify what looks to be a raven carved in silver in one of the glass cases, and you identify it as a figurine of wondrous power.
Oh,
And I just got this stupid necklace. Dang.
Carl, I need you to get that raven for me.
Yes,
What?
I agree with Brunswick.
Are you sure? I got pretty zapped when I got this necklace and pillow.
Well,
No,
you
it's-
know what they say: in for a penny, in for a pound.
Yes, and besides, you dismissed the whole effect with that first glass breaking. It should be safe now, and I'm prepared to roll bluff.
Madame Ladian's going to pick right up on that and assist with the bluff and say,
All right.
"Oh, Brunswick, of course you're right. That magical traps only happen once."
I'm more of a potion guy, so thanks for the heads up. I rear back and I smash a hole in the right one.
And nothing happens.
Oh, thank God. Like Brunswick had his breath held, and when Carl smashes the glass and he seems fine, Brunswick,
He's just like wincing from like the room about to be electric, and then nothing
Yeah.
happens. He's like, "Oh, right, just as I said." Told you.
Exactly.
I mean, while I'm at it, if anyone else calls out anything, I'll smash it up for him, I guess.
I'll take that pillow that the raven was on too.
Smash. Here you go.
Thank you. Thank
Wait,
you.
why did you have to smash the pillow?
Well, no, I mean,
Everybody knows you give a pillow a good smash to get it all fluffed up.
I guess so.
All right. So a figurine of wondrous power, silver raven. This silver figurine turns into a raven on command, but retains its metallic consistency, which gives it a hardness of 10. Another command sends it off into the air bearing a message, just like a creature affected by an animal messenger spell. If not commanded to carry a message, the raven obeys the commands of its owner, although it has no special powers or telepathic abilities. It can maintain its non-figurine status for 24 hours per week, but the duration does not need to be continuous.
I almost say, like, let's just send this thing to our boss and just see where this thing goes and just follow it out.
What makes you think it just knows the layout of this place and can get its way out, and also open doors?
Magic.
Maybe that's some overthinking, Alex. Maybe it could have been super simple.
Maybe.
Now, I know you haven't been a PC in a while, Axel, but we don't really like to think things here on this side of the table. We just kind of say it and hope you guys go yes.
I'm
Got it.
gonna go grab a pillow, and I'm gonna cut it open in the top, and I'm gonna empty the stuffing, and I'm gonna start gathering glass
Shit. Sir Edwin
For what
sleeps
purpose
on one
are we
extreme
doing
pillow.
this?
Crushed glass?
You're just gathering crushed glass.
Yes.
Okay. For some reason, I had in my head that you were going to try and turn it into like some kind of like makeshift like flail or something. I was like, where's this going?
I mean, yeah, that is one potential.
Like a bag of
use.
nickels or something.
You'd get one really funny turn.
Hey, there's no nunchucks in this room, is there? I mean, I like mine, but there's no like artifact nunchucks
No, there are not.
or ninja shurikens or anything ninja-like.
Nope. There is still that +1 hand axe. I don't think you guys ever decided what you wanted to do with that.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
Yeah, leaving it behind is always an option too.
I guess we could take it and then just liquidate it when we got out of here.
Yeah, I mean, let's not get hasty. We're not leaving things behind that we could sell.
Yeah.
I mean, we do have that halfling, so
That's
oh yeah,
true.
where is that guy?
Oh, I'm not in the. Well, never mind.
Yeah.
I am in the business of selling.
He's not
people.
gonna squeal on us, is he? That we went into this room and just started smashing shit.
What do you mean we? It's just
We'll just get him a pillow too, and maybe he'll forgive the indiscretion.
he can have the pillow with the glass in it.
That's true.
Yeah.
What he's always wanted.
Just what he's always wanted.
while I'm in here, is this a door?
Yeah, there
Carl,
are 3 other doors in this room other than the one you came
Carl,
in.
no.
The curiosity. I'm too
Carl,
high on the curiosity.
Carl,
I
stop.
noticed the
No.
door and I just
Carl.
I just open it.
Carl, we're
Yeah, so you open this door and it leads out into a very long hallway.
from beyond the room, like no,
I know nobody else has gone in the room.
Brunswick's calling through the open door at Carl. Carl, get back here! What are you doing?
Did you know there's another door over here? I mean,
Yeah,
probably
Carl-
not because you're on the other side of the room, but there's a hallway and everything.
Okay, Carl, close the door. We can look there tomorrow.
Yeah. I'm just gonna take one step in the hallway.
Well, looking
It's
down,
probably a sound.
you are seeing like there are several large doors that line this 200-foot long hallway.
Oh shit.
And kind of like just barely at the edge of your vision to the west, you would just barely be able to see a door leading to the north. And it looks like there's some kind of like writing on it, but you really like the fact that you can tell there's writing on it is kind of surprising in this light level right now.
All right. Well, 200-foot hallway is good enough for me. I close that door and come back and give everyone their pillows, and I'm ready for the plan ahead.
All right.
Shall we? And Brunswick starts moving south back to that big like donut hallway.
All right. So everyone's just going back to rest in one of these rooms.
Yes.
What about this middle room with the table?
That has 2 ways in and out.
Oh, right. I'm gonna stop thinking for myself now and just follow Brunswick.
No, I should be following other people. I should not be the leader.
Well, I'll follow you, and you'll follow other people.
What are these doors made out of?
Just wood. They're nice, but they're very old, so they're not like
Perfect.
they're not rotted, but they're not in great shape either. All right. So you guys are just gonna hole up in a room and rest for the night?
Yes.
Sounds good to me.
Are we all going to fit in one of those side rooms?
I mean, it might not be.
Yeah, not if we're spaced out for combat, but
Yeah, I was saying it might not be like the most comfortable arrangement you've ever had, but it's doable.
All right. I'm going to get to probably here, where I'm at, and I'm going to get out the glass, and I'm going to start spreading it in a line on the ground.
Like making a line of caltrops.
Yep.
Okay.
But I'm not expecting it to do damage. I'm expecting it to make noise.
Okay. Setting yourself a little alarm here.
this guy's
Dude,
smart.
Carl's taking notes on this. Like, that's such a ninja move. I love that.
And then I go get comfy.
Okay.
Carefully step over the glass and get comfy.
So you guys work your way into this room. You find your own spaces with which to settle in. And as you are getting ready to nod off, you hear one more message from Martella Lothide. And she says, "Not all the military are Westavian. Assassins seem to be a collection of foreign agents. The city guard is in chaos. The Brotherhood and Eutropia's allies are fighting back in the Senate. And were you guys going to set up watches, or are you just going to... What's the plan?
We're hoping for the best.
Brunswick will certainly suggest watches.
I can take first.
I can take last watch if nobody else wants to.
Yeah, I'm not much of a watcher, so I'm just gonna stay silent in the shadows until everyone volunteers.
Yep. I'm also not going to volunteer unless someone pointedly asks me to volunteer.
I'll take second watch.
Oh, perfect. Looks like we've got everyone then. I think to myself quietly.
All right. So you guys set your watches. You spend your... what you assume is night in this room.
So before actually I go to bed, I want to cure light wounds. Who's the most injured right now?
You.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, asked and answered.
Oh.
As I'm kind of curing myself, I'm plucking a nice dulcet tune. Now, before I do this,
No, just do it. I don't want your fucking fine print, Tom.
all right,
Just
fine.
do it.
Bedtime. Close all the doors and be safe from the world outside. Bedtime. Turn all of the lights off because there might be monsters in the wall. Bedtime. One last chance to heal up before you naturally heal inside.
You're just giving up all pretense on the Elvis thing.
Bedtime. I really want to go home, but I'm forced to stay here.
Can you quiet down over there? I'm trying to get some sleep.
Yeah. And I heal up.
Was it sad that it took me until the fourth line to figure out what
I
song
still don't
Tom
know
was
which song it is.
Closing
Yeah.
time.
Closing time,
Closing
yeah.
time.
You should just stick with the Johnny Cash.
So
Or,
beautiful.
Elvis.
Yeah, but he was good with the Johnny Cash.
I'll look into Johnny Cat. All right, yeah, fair enough.
You're gonna look into it? You've already done it.
Follow your heart, Tom. Spoof whatever songs you want. I expect a Backstreet Boys cover.
Oh, yeah.
Or an NSYNC. We
get-
need a bye cover.
We get rid of the big baddie at book one.
So
Can I interject during my watch with something I like to do while everybody's asleep?
yeah. Real quick, remind me the order of the watches.
Sir Edwin is first, and then Vulpus, and then Brunswick.
Okay. So, before that, while you are on watch for second watch, there's going to be another message coming in from Martella that only you are going to be awake to hear. And she says, Stavian's forces are retreating. Military is divided. Maxilar Petharius is seen moving with impunity through Stavian's assassins.
Okay.
And Brunswick, you wanted to do something on your watch?
Yes. Brunswick is still a little leery of this halfling guy. So he is he's going to detect magic first, specifically kind of scrutinizing the halfling.
The only thing detecting on magic on him seems to be something in one of his belt pouches.
Oh, do I dare?
Do it. Do it. Yes.
I'm assuming that would be a sleight of hand check.
It most definitely would.
So the hand of distrust.
Sleight of hand. Absolutely nothing. I've just got my +2 in dex.
But
Ooh,
possession's 9/10 of the law, and Brunswick would know this.
I haven't spent a single hero point
Yeah. Do it.
this entire
it.
campaign. Can I-
All 3 sessions.
Does it have to be a hero point? Can I spend the what's the other thing that we've got?
It's
The
like a
political point. This would be a hero point.
Okay.
Do it.
All right.
I'm team do it.
All right. Brunswick is gonna kind of get his fingers ready, and you know how in Shrek 2 when he's trying to get that diary out of the music box because it makes noise when you open it up.
Yeah.
And Fiona's sleeping. He's like, all right, here we go. He's like, and he clamps it shut. That version of going in this guy's belt pouch.
Okay.
All right.
Give me a sleight of hand with that +8.
Sleight of hand. The roll is without the +8, and I'm going to add it in my brain Oh, 19 plus 8, 27.
All right, yeah, you fish around in his pocket without waking him up, and you find a vial that is the source of the magic that you were detecting.
Oh, god damn it. It's just a potion. I feel like such an asshole. Spellcraft.
Go ahead.
All right, 24, spellcraft.
It is a potion of neutralized poison.
What? Neutralize poison.
Interesting.
Make him drink it.
He was sent to take out Carl, obviously.
It's the one thing that can neutralize me.
Interesting. Okay. Now, Madame Ladian took one of those 3 potions of Cure Light Wounds when Brunswick was like, who wants these? Nobody else really said anything, so Brunswick just pocketed the other 2.
Okay.
Brunswick's going to slip one of his potions of Cure Light Wounds back into this guy's belt pouch and keep the potion of Neutralized Poison.
Okay.
I like it. You're diversifying your portfolio.
Is that all you wanted to do on your watch?
Yeah.
Oh, that was amazing.
Okay. And kind of about halfway through your watch to Brunswick, you get another message from Martella.
Okay.
It says, out of the Senate building, guiding a dozen or so of the servants to a safe haven. And that's all you got.
Can I roll sense motive on her?
Sure.
That's a 9.
Yeah. You get the sense she's just trying to keep you guys up to speed on what's going on because she has no idea what happened to you.
Okay. Yeah, so Brunswick's going to just stay vigilant for the rest of his watch and also prepare his spells, which he hasn't done since leveling up.
All right. So you guys are rested up, doing your spell preparation thing. What's next on the agenda?
That hat of disguise.
Brunswick cannot stop giving Emistos the side eye. Like, he's just waiting for him to reach into his belt pouch and be like, what happened to my potion? Who swapped this? Because he's just so paranoid that he, like, fucked it up somehow.
Were the vials of the same design?
Probably
Oh
not.
no!
Probably not exactly.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Joe, what was that oh no for?
He's like, I hope I didn't fuck this up. Were the vials the same? Oh no! I fucked it up.
He was just concerned.
All right. So it sounds like Madame Lady wants to go back for that hat of disguise.
Yes.
Mind the glass.
Does the glass look disturbed in
Oh.
any way?
No, it does not.
All right. So, I assume we're still going after that hat.
Oh, but of course. I thought we all agreed not to forget about it.
All right. So Sir Edmund enters the room, but Brunswick does not want to be the second person in there.
Carl's gonna go for it.
Do I recognize any of the individuals? The mannequins or whatever?
Oh, I forgot. It's also just filled with wax figurines.
Yeah. No, anyone who would be depicted in here is... Anyone who would be depicted in this room is literal centuries old. Like, there would be no familiar faces here. Yeah, so what's the plan?
I step in and just look around.
Yeah. That's, as I described, there's just like dozens of old creepy looking wax figures, including one who's like knocked over on the ground and has just a bunch of circles carved into it.
Can I make a check on that?
Sure.
'Cause that looks peculiar. You want me to just pick one, or is there a specific one I should be?
Just do just an intelligence check.
Okay. 15.
With a 15, I mean, it's definitely odd. Like you're looking through this, and there's definitely like these circles were made with a purpose and an intention, but for the life of you can't figure out why. Like they're definitely done on purpose, but you have no idea why someone would just draw a bunch of circles into this, much less carve them into like the glass from like the display cases where you fought those armors and whatnot.
Can I discern if it looks like it was done an extremely long time ago, or maybe more recently?
Sure. I'll need a perception check for that, though.
It's my bread and butter. 20.
They definitely don't look fresh, but they definitely don't look like they've been sitting around here for like centuries either. Like they look a lot newer than like the mannequins, but they don't look like they were done like last week or anything.
Perhaps years old instead of centuries old.
Yeah, that's the safe assumption.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm gonna embrace my inner Vipera and go try and pick up the hat.
Okay.
That is a wig.
Yep, it is a wig. You get no resistance if you just pick it up.
Okay. I put it on. Is it a different hair color than my natural hair color?
Well,
And what color is that?
well, your natural hair color can be whatever color you want it to be. It's your character.
Well, no. What color is the wig?
Okay. I mean, the wig itself is like just kind of like a light blonde right now. But again, it's a head of disguise, so it can literally become. It allows you to do
Yeah, I know.
disguise self. Just makes you look however you want to look, as long as it includes some
Yes.
sort of headgear.
All right. I put it on and I put it on my head, and I turn to Brunswick and I say, "What do you think, Brunswick? Would I make a good blonde?"
Stunning as always, lady.
Ever the gentleman.
I flash you a grin before continuing to look around this spooky room very nervously.
Hey, what's in this door?
I was about
as
to
I
say.
open this door.
I was about to say, I watched Carl kick the door down.
All right. Carl opens that door, looks in, and you see intricate banners hanging motionless against a wooden pillar in the center of the room. Wooden racks line the south and west walls, each bearing a unique banner of its own. 2 additional banner racks lie on the floor in the northeastern corner of the room, their flags pulled away and inked with dozens of circles. 2 doors exit the room, one to the east where you just came from, and another to the north.
Hey, look at Banner, Edwin.
Do I recognize any of the banners?
Give me a knowledge history check.
I'm detecting magic.
18?
With an 18 history, you recognize a few like war banners of old regiments of the Taldan Phalanx, a few minor baronies, some foreign allies, and stuff like that. These are just, again, it's a room to celebrate the glorious military history of Taldor.
So these aren't actual war banners, these are just like decorative.
Like they were war banners like long, long ago, and now they're kind of hung here in honor of those that fought under them.
Seeing these down here, do I feel like I should leave them here? Or are these something that should be brought?
I mean, they don't really, other than the minor historical significance, they're not anything of like major note. It's nothing of like some major generals or major allies or anything. It's just people that did enough to be recognized, but not enough to be given like the highest of honors, you know?
Honorable mentions.
Let's see. Oh, Brunswick, I see you're in this room now too.
Yes.
You would see
This
that
is the cool room.
you would see that, you know, like I said, there are also more, a couple of these banner racks have been torn down and like the flags were just pulled away, and like there are even more just circles drawn into them. And just carrying your intelligence check over from before, you're picking up that these were like, this is clearly like the work of someone who has a lot of natural mathematical talent, but isn't really like trained or well educated in mathematics.
What, because they can like make these perfect circles, you mean?
And just like the way that they're like positioned and drawn, and like you can see that
They
there's
just seem
like,
very geometrically astute.
yeah, you can see like a mathematical instinct there that just hasn't had the education or training that you would think would be necessary.
Interesting. Everything that we've encountered down here has been, at least all the hostilities, have been creatures that can, well, last down here for as long as they need to. These markings, they match the markings on that wax figure in the other room. I'm not seeing any signs of magical practitioners so far, but I don't know. Whoever made these markings, they did so quite a while ago. They're old, but they're not as old as the rest of this place. But I wonder if the hostilities that we've encountered are a lasting result of whoever it was that made these markings. I was detecting magic earlier. Did I sense any auras?
Not in this room, no.
Do the symbols in this room match the symbols in the previous rooms?
To the degree that they're all just fairly perfectly drawn circles, yes.
Like orientation and everything? Like, do they line up one to one?
I think
Do they look like copies of each other?
That's harder to tell because it's like you can kind of see some of like the mathematical patterns taking shape, but generally speaking, they're not. It's not like a copied pattern. It's just kind of a bunch of circles.
Any theories, Sir Edwin?
Someone looking for something and correcting their calculations as they go. Like a guess and check method. Just speculation, though. So my guess is someone or something is looking for something and is kind of marking where they have been with what they were using to find the next clue.
That is a very astute guess.
But why circles?
At this point, everyone except Sir Edwin hears one more message from Martella Lothid. I've reached the safe house. It's located at the Dignificat! And that's all you hear.
Brunswick visibly jumps.
That didn't sound good.
Did everybody else hear that?
No?
Our patron, who has been updating us on the surface, or wherever the party was relative to where we are. She's been giving us updates, and it sounded like she was attacked just now. We need to hurry.
I know last night I ended up getting a message from her earlier, something along the lines of, it seemed that Prince Stavian's forces were retreating last night. I have no idea what this might be.
Well, I say we get out of here as quickly as we can. Carl, care to kick another door down?
Oh, you need more doors, huh?
Hold on,
Yeah.
really quick. I need a will save from Madame Ladian.
Disagree.
Try again.
Will save, you say?
Indeed.
That's about all I got, man.
Wow.
22.
Okay. You may continue.
Fuck off, Wig. You're mine now. Deal with it.
All right, Carl.
All right. Northern door. What say you?
Okay, so, yes, you open this door and you find yourself back in that long hallway that you were in previously.
Ah, this is that long hallway I was telling you guys about. Check out how long it is.
And directly across the hall from the door you just opened is that large metal door that you saw with all of the writing on it that you could kind of see in the distance. Well, now that you see it, now that you can actually see what it says, it has just a whole bunch of circles drawn in chalk and some mathematical notes written next to them.
I point at it. Circles again.
I detect magic on the circles.
There's no magical aura.
With my finger, I'm just gonna like trace around the circles, see if that gives me any idea.
Okay.
Brunswick would like to just since this is such like a long hallway, Brunswick would like to just take his dancing lights and just throw them like 100 feet in each direction. Okay. Wow.
It's a long hallway.
Yeah.
Carl, when you start kind of like touching the door, tracing the circles with your hand, I am going to need a will save.
Oh boy, that was a mistake. Oh, damn you. 8.
Okay. So you start kind of tracing one of these circles on the door.
Yeah, I'm standing there like, I wonder what it means. Trace.
Yep. And all of a sudden you get really disoriented. Like you start looking around and you just see the hallway just like stretching and twisting, and like you look left and you look right, and all of a sudden it looks like this hallway just extends infinitely in either direction.
Whoa, guys, I don't feel too good. I'm gonna take a seat.
Sorry,
Maybe
actually,
that'll help me.
I also need a will save from Madame Ladian, Brunswick, and Vulpes.
Oh, damn it. Ooh, Brunswick got an 8. Holy shit.
17. I got a +9 in my will.
God damn, dude.
Yeah, you're not fucking with my mind. I fuck with minds. You don't fuck with my mind.
14.
All right. So, Madame Ladian and Vulpes, you are fine. But Brunswick, you get the same effect as Carl. All of a sudden, you look around, and this hallway is just, like, extending into, like, seemingly infinity. And you're just, like, super disoriented.
Yeah, Brunswick, like, throws a hand out, like, onto the wall next to him to, like, steady himself. As if he's got, like, insane vertigo or something. Carl, I feel it too.
What is it?
Is it just like a fleeting thing and then it's gone, or is it like persisting?
It's lasting for a little while.
I don't know. I just need a second.
I'm gonna grab Kakarl's headband and put it over his eyes.
Oh.
And spin him around.
I'm gonna push him into the door. Good luck.
So the sense of like vertigo is still there for Carl, but it is alleviated somewhat by not being able to actually see the effect. But like think of it like you got like an inner ear problem, like you can't find your balance. You're standing still and you have no sense of balance.
I'm going to sheath my sword. I'm going to grab Kakarl's hand and Brunswick's hand, and we're going to go check out over here.
What? No, Brunswick doesn't want to move anywhere. He wants to ride this thing out.
But I don't.
Carl's gonna follow the helpful man.
I don't think
Just put Brunswick on the
staying
halfling.
in one spot is going to help.
Oh yeah, maybe that's it. Yeah, just have I'll just ride on Emistos' shoulders. For a
Who's
while.
already dragging a corpse around.
Yeah. I'll sit on the corpse like a sled.
Sit on the corpse cart.
Corpse kite.
All right, so yeah, I guess like Brunswick will keep like one hand on the wall, but we'll still let
Actually,
Sir Edmund guide him.
take one step back. That way you're not in harm's way, and I'll stand there.
Okay.
All right. So after a few rounds of this really intense like vertigo and disorientation, the hallway kind of like and like kind of like in your vision just like swoops back into place into what you kind of knew it to look like.
Well, that wasn't very pleasant.
Yeah, I still got my eyes closed with the headband on, so.
You're gonna have to start taking blind fighting and stuff because you're not allowed to take that headband off.
This is just who I am now.
This is it.
Carl, I think it's past.
Past what?
I remove pull your headband up.
I do. Oh. But how did we... was it the door?
Don't worry about it. I'm gonna take a peek around the corner.
Okay.
While he's doing that, real quick, Madame Ladian's going to implant a trick into herself.
Okay.
Yeah. I know how that sounded as I was saying it. I given her like line of work, you know.
Brunswick is going to collect all of his dancing lights again and throw them southward down that next hallway.
There's a door there.
Yeah,
Oh,
it goes
there
about
is.
10 feet and then there's a door.
Okay, well, he doesn't know that yet.
Sir Edwin, are you opening the door?
Yeah, and I look over at the others and I say, "There's a door over here. Come on."
I look at Sir Edwin, I point at the door, and I say, eh? And I just open it for him. Like, reaching over and...
I'll step to the side and let him in.
Dancing lights. Oh wow! Holy shit!
Oh, holy fuck. Look at the size of this lad. And by lad, I mean room.
So yeah, Carl opens the door and looks in, and the wooden walls along the northern section of this room give way to natural stone. From the narrow entry alcove, the room expands into a vast area filled with rampant green vegetation. Thick briars and vines cover the eastern and western walls, and to the west, the vegetation overruns several neatly arranged sets of patio furniture. Further south, past the morass of vegetation, a stone building looms, the top of it emblazoned with a brass-winged eye.
Brunswick's gonna detect magic, and he kind of momentarily forgets that he needs to be careful, and he kind of like walks into this room a little bit, kind of like in shock that there's just greenery in here.
Oh, also, this room actually has its own light source. Like hanging from the ceiling, there are a bunch of like lanterns with continuous fire spells.
Like ever burning torches.
Continual flame.
Continual flames. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Carl's like kind of in awe.
Carl or Brunswick?
Brunswick is kind of in awe. I don't. Carl is.
Carl looks at Brunswick so he knows how to react, which is in awe.
There, I was right all along. Any magic besides these continuous flames?
Not that you can see from where you are.
All right. Well,
It's only a 60-foot range, so from the northern side of the room, there is no magic.
All right.
I would like to see if that winged eye is familiar at all.
Knowledge religion.
Yeah, Brunswick's gonna do that too. But he's just kind of slowly walking the length of this room, like kind of like looking up and around at everything. And that includes that eye, so I'll make a knowledge religion check on that.
16?
Okay.
Oh, 9.
All right. Well, Sir Edwin, you easily recognize this winged eye as the symbol of Arodin.
Oh, so my deity.
Yep. And for those who are unaware, Arodin is also known as the dead god. About 100 years before all of like the APs start taking place, there was supposed to be an event where Arodin kind of came back to Galarian.
His second coming.
Yeah. And instead he died. And it's still not entirely sure why, but it threw a lot of shit into chaos.
Brunswick's continuing to slowly walk the length of this room. Let me know if and when I see magic.
Once you get about halfway through the room, you would notice a magical aura coming from this southwestern area on one of like the work tables that has been like overrun by vegetation.
Okay. Can I make a knowledge nature check on the vegetation too?
Sure.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
That's very weird. 11.
So, Brunswick, while you're not sure what would have caused it, you do recognize that, like, there's a lot of like, very thick vegetation. It's like, vines and briars and stuff. You notice that a lot of it is like, different mosses. There's actually like some blackberry bushes. It's stuff that you would recognize as being like kind of hardier plants, stuff that is, not that difficult to grow or grows in difficult situations.
Mm-hmm.
You're just not entirely sure why it's all down here, though.
Yeah, because even those hardier plants, they still need like sunlight, CO2, water. Yeah, as far as Brunswick can tell, these plants don't have any of those things. So Brunswick's going to get a little closer to that magical aura he saw. Does it look like I can easily get to it, or is it like... do I feel like I gotta like bushwhack my way to it?
Not that you'd have to like bushwhack, but like you would have to pick your way through some vegetation. Like everything within 15 feet of those outer walls is considered difficult terrain.
Okay. Does it look like it's like thorny? Am I gonna like cut myself up going in there?
Maybe. It's not like terribly thorny, but there could be some thorny bushes in there.
You see something, Brunswick?
There's something magical in there, but...
All right, you stay here.
Oh, no, you shouldn't. Oh, all right.
No, don't. Stop. Please.
Sir Edwin makes his way into the vegetation, and he disturbs a creature that was hiding in there.
Ah, found it.
Goddamn creatures in their natural habitats.
So, this creature, this ooze, kind of like emerges out of the vegetation in front of Sir Edwin. And Carl, you are up first.
Oh. Well, I'm going to go attack that thing. Here's good, probably, I guess.
Yeah, it's an ooze, so you can hit it.
Oh,
Maybe.
Not with a natural one, though.
Oh, no!
Oh, God.
Natural 1! I've been such
Don't-
a fool.
Roll to
Don't
confirm
lose your
it.
nunchucks.
Oh, I don't want to. 19.
All right, doesn't confirm.
Excellent.
Okay, Brunswick, you're up next.
Okay, Brunswick is going to run north 20 feet while getting his crossbow out. His new historical artifact.
Okay.
Did I mention I had already loaded it from the day before?
Yeah, I mean, you did stand watch, so I'll allow it.
Yes, I knew it. And he's going to turn and take a shot at that ooze.
At a -4.
At a -4. How about you? That is an 14 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, I deal 4 damage to it.
All right. And now it is the ooze's turn, and it is going to release a cloud of like awful noxious gas. I need a fortitude save from Carl and Sir Edwin.
10.
18.
All right, Sir Edwin, you are fine. Carl, you
Is also fine.
nope. You are sickened for a few rounds.
Okay.
Are you two all right?
Yeah. Except for the ooze over here.
Oh, and Carl's trying not to vomit. Sorry, Sir Edwin, you're up next.
I do not have my sword or shield drawn, but I can do that as a move action, right?
Yep.
And then, do I draw them both as a move?
I think it's only one.
Yeah, it's one as a move action.
I am going to draw the long sword and cut it with
Okay.
2 hands.
Do it up.
That is a 19 to hit
19 definitely hits.
with 11 damage.
Yeah, that takes a nice slice out of it. And that's going to bring us to Vulpus.
Vulpus was going to inspire courage, but it seems that this thing's like weakening, so Vulpus is gonna get right up on in there and take out his rapier and thrust. A 20 to hit.
Oh, 20 hits.
How about 1 damage?
Oh. Oh, you show that ooze.
Yeah, I poke it.
Leave some for the rest of us.
Poke it real good.
I thrust with it real good.
All right, Madam Ladian, that brings us to you.
Yeah, attack its mind.
Yeah, can I even stare at it? Alright, since I can't do that, then I'm going to use the Aid Another and aid Brunswick for his next fire. Actually, even better, can I use my turn to reload the crossbow for him?
No.
And I think you have to be adjacent to the target. I think you have to be adjacent to the target and the person that you're aiding in order to do that. So I don't know if that works for ranged attacks.
All right.
I could be
So,
wrong.
Nick, I need you to make an attack roll against an AC of 10. Sorry, scratch that. You cannot use Aid Another for ranged combat. It only
Alrighty.
works for melee.
Then I'll move up to Sir Edwin. I'll use my move action to get behind him. And then I'll do Aid Another.
Okay.
Ooh, it's not good. 6.
6 is not enough. All right. So, Carl, you are sickened. Let's see what you got.
Yeah. I'm going to attack still.
Okay.
Okay. Sounds good.
The sickened gives you a -2, but it factors that in.
Yeah. 19.
19 hits.
1 damage. What the shit?
Woo, 1 damage.
Oh, because it's a -2 penalty?
Yeah, but look out for that second attack.
Yeah, well, the second nunchuck comes in with an 18.
That also hits.
That's also 1 damage.
All right, you're bopping away at this ooze.
Oh my god.
Feels like I got Nerf nunchucks or something. What the hell?
Nerf chucks.
You got the foam ones that they give you
Yeah.
when you're young.
Yeah.
All right, so that is
They make like a little squeaky.
all right. And Brunswick, you are up next.
Can I identify this thing?
Sure. Give me a knowledge dungeoneering.
Oh, that's the one that I don't have. All right, well, knowing that it's still moving, Brunswick's going to take a 5-foot step northwest. And this crossbow is like a light crossbow, right?
Yes.
Okay. And as a move action, he's going to reload his crossbow. And as a standard action, he's going to... So I got an 11 to hit. -4. I got a 7 to hit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so that's going to miss either way. Now that you're done whiffing, it's the ooze's turn. And it's going to... I mean, it has to go after Sir Edwin. Because
Has to.
Carl just kind of
Massaged
ineffectually
it.
All right.
gave it a nice massage.
All right.
So that is a 17 to hit Sir Edwin without your shield.
That meets my AC. Do you have to exceed it?
Nope. That tie goes to the attacker, so that hits.
Okay.
So you take 3 bludgeoning damage and 4 acid damage.
Also, really, nobody's gonna. Like, there's no salt.
We're above that.
No salt
We're
when
above
Matt
that,
says
Alex.
it. None whatsoever. Okay, I see how it is.
We're not like
Everybody gets one. Tell him, Peter.
Yeah, everybody gets one.
All right, Sir Edwin, now it is your turn.
I am going to exchange pleasantries in kind.
Okay.
Wow. Oh, wow. 12 to hit.
12 does not hit. All right, so it's still kick and Vulpus. Well, it's figuratively kicking. It's an ooze. It doesn't have appendages. But Vulpus, you're up.
Vulpus Rapier. Yeah. With a mighty thrust. Ooh. Does a natural 20? Yeah, it does.
Well, it's a natural 19, but that's within the crit threat range.
Yes, for... Oh, okay. Sorry, it just shows green on mine.
Yes, but unfortunately, oozes are immune to precision damage.
Yup.
And since... How much damage was that?
It looks like 0.
Yeah, wait, what?
Looks like 1 non-lethal.
1d6 -1
Minus
strength.
strength. Do you have a -1 in strength?
I have a -1 in strength, apparently.
Okay.
1 non-lethal.
Classic.
So that is absolutely nothing
Yeah.
to this ooze
You-
that's immune to non-lethal damage.
You hit it and did no damage. That's amazing.
All right, Madam Lady.
Hey guys, Madam Ladian's done as much damage as Kakarl and Vulpus.
No, Kakarl did 2 damage.
Yes, he did.
Hey, and I've done damage to other monsters in here, so let's just...
Kakarl's been kicking ass actually this entire dungeon. we're so used to jumping on Joe for being useless that as soon as he does only 2 damage in 1 round, we're just like, classic Joe being hot garbage.
Yeah.
I'm going to aid another on Sir Edwin again.
Okay, roll that attack.
5.
5 does not assist.
Getting worse.
All right, Carl, Mr. MVP.
All right. If we could get a little chant going while I perform this attack.
Carl. Carl.
Yeah. Oh, Carl works too, yes.
Completely unorganized chanting.
22,
22
yeah.
hits.
and just hold your horses on this one. 2 damage.
Yes.
And Carl takes down the ooze.
Just like I said.
Yes! And I add a killer Jackie Chan, like, "Hee-yah!"
Well done, everyone. Well done.
Let that be a lesson to all oozes, I say as I tuck my nunchucks into my belt.
Sir Edwin is sizzling a little bit.
That's fine.
You would notice that specifically your skin is sizzling. Your armor is unaffected by the ooze's acid.
Now that the adrenaline has faded a little bit, I just gotta...
Boy, if only we
I'll
had
be
some
over here puking in
neutralized poison to...
Nope. It just needs to let it run its course. It's fine.
You're so smooth.
Brunswick's
And-
just sweating bullets.
And yes, Carl, you can remove your sickened thing now.
Alright, now that I got it all out, perfect.
I suggest we stay away from these bushes. But
And that spot over there.
Sir Edwin, while you're in there though, you mind grabbing that whatever that was?
Yeah, I kind of fish around and see if I could find whatever it is Brunswick was pointing to.
Yeah, it turns out it was now it's sitting in a pool of Carl's vomit. No, I'm just kidding. It's just a vial sitting on like a work table over there that had been overrun by vines.
It's a vial, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna roll spellcraft on that vial.
Do it up.
Same.
Oh! 29. Ah!
Oh!
Oh!
Brunswick, you easily identify this as a potion of cure moderate wounds.
Wow.
Looks like a moderately strong healing potion. I look around if anybody wants it.
Vulpus will put it inside his back pocket.
Sir Edwin, are you feeling well after taking that hit?
Do you need a little bit of a heal?
If you wouldn't mind.
And I do cure light wounds. And that's a 4 to your health. God damn it. That D8 has been nothing to me.
Not everyone can heal like Thalias.
Well, even on his like rapier attacks, those were both. That was D8, and he rolled a 1.
Try rolling d10s instead.
Yeah, try switching.
All right, I'm going to go take a peek.
Okay. Brunswick watches from a safe distance, but he's still gonna throw his
So
throw
this
his lights.
appears to be a structure of Aridin.
Yep. And once you kind of go to the entrance and look inside, you can see that there are 3 rows of pews standing before a stone altar. A human statue stands atop the altar, its face and right arm broken off and shattered on the floor around it. There are 2 smaller statues of women, one in the southwest corner and one in the southeast corner, each wielding a sword and shield, and you would recognize them as Iomade and Erasni,
Oh, no way.
Aridin's heralds.
Ha.
Overlap.
Yeah. Slight. Brunswick's gonna detect magic.
Okay, you are not detecting any magic.
Okay.
I'm going to take a once around look in the room, see if there's anything.
Where the hell is the exit to this place?
Well, we still have that extremely long corridor. This is only one end of it. There were doors all along it going the other direction, but
This place is huge. What is this? Some sort of getaway area? Why do you need an altar? What do you need a garden for?
indeed.
What is all this stuff?
This is very peculiar. That none of this makes any sense.
I'm going to
Pews? Why pews?
take a look at the altar.
And an
in
altar.
particular. Statue.
Sorry, as you're kind of approaching the, you're going around the pews, as you're approaching the altar in the front, an image appears. Like, it appears to be like an image of Arodin, kind of almost like steps forward out of the statue.
Brunswick points his unloaded crossbow at it threateningly.
After a second, the statue like just doesn't even seem to be really looking at any of you, but it does seem to speak. It says, "All who enter the temple must pay a tithe," and it kind of motions to a box at its feet on the altar.
Carl thinks that this motherfucker is gonna take his lunch money right now. It's
anyone
pulling
who
a wicked mugging.
anyone
A polite mugging is what this is.
anyone who wants to can give me a history or religion check.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I feel like a polite mugging is a good way to describe most of the history of the Catholic Church,
As an
with some
actual-
less polite muggings in there too.
As an actual follower of Aridin, do I get any sort of bonus on this?
Well, let's see what your check is, and we'll go from there.
I failed my religion check on Aridin before, so I'm going to roll history on this. I got a 17.
So it's 8 on my knowledge religion.
So yeah, this spectral form of Aridin steps forward and demands a tithe.
It
I
demands
think
a tithe.
15 silver should soothe him.
I don't know if Brunswick has any cash on him.
Well, first of all, Aridin's dead. Second of all, I don't think he would ask for a tithe. I'm going to say in his Lanty, are you really Aridin?
The image responds in common. You dare incur Arodin's wrath?
Specifically like that?
Carl
Aridin?
Carl looks over.
Yeah.
Carl's gonna look over at my pal Sir Edwin here, like, yo, like, are you serious right now? It's a polite mugging, man. Just give him the money.
I'm going to push the rest of the statue over.
Oh shit.
Oh, shit.
Carl puts his money down, and so this statue knows that Carl's cool. You know, I know how this works. The polite mugging. I do this all the time. This is sort of, this is nothing new for me. So I'm gonna let Edwin handle this, and when he goes to push the statue over, I'm just like, oh, and I just take a couple steps back.
And then I get all real angry. You dare defile the sanctuary of Eridan? And I just kind of look around, see if I can figure out where the hell this thing's coming from.
At first, I thought this was like some sort of like pre-recorded, pre-designed like function.
It definitely
Like a
responded.
hologram.
Yeah. Then it like actually had like a dialogue with Sir Edwin. So that was strange. It was like an image, or was it like a physical thing? And is it still there,
It is still there.
despite Edwin pushing the statue over, or have we not gotten to that point yet?
Nope, he has pushed the statue over.
Okay.
So I need a will save from Sir Edwin and Carl.
No, I paid. You can check. It's in that bucket
Yeah.
there.
Joe used the pay to win option.
Yep, still need a will
He
save
used his easy pass.
Can I hero point this?
if you want.
I'm really mad at whatever this thing is.
Nice.
So-
Nice use of hero point.
A hero point is 8, right?
Plus 8, yeah.
Yeah, +8.
You can do a +8 before you roll, or you can spend it retroactively after you think you rolled poorly and add 4.
That's what I like to see.
Yeah,
So,
me too.
so what do we got?
27.
1.
All right, so Carl, you are
Yeah.
blinded.
Oh, that's so
No!
much worse than being sickened.
It's so much worse. He's used to it by now.
Let's see, how long does that last?
You fucking sand pocketed yourself. Pocket sanded yourself.
So just kind of like bursting forth from the statue is this just burst of golden particles, and it bursts out and it covers Carl and Eridan, It covers Carl and Edwin, and like at the last second, Edwin's able to kind of divert his eyes, but Carl's looking directly at it and is blinded for a little bit.
Wait,
And then
I'm a ninja.
and
I don't even need them.
and you hear again like, pay the tithe or incur Erodine's divine wrath. And I need a
already paid it.
and I need a perception
Can't pay it
check
anymore.
from everyone.
What was that last part, Matt? I couldn't hear you over Joe's caterwailing.
I need a perception check from everyone.
Okay.
Oh, baby!
Man.
The ninja, the absolute ninja. I told you I don't need my fucking eyes. 25, baby.
It's a 4 from Brunswick, who is just gawking at Sir Edwin and the brass balls on him to just knock this statue over while the fucking ghost of the statue is ripping him a new one.
Oh, did my...
So, oddly enough here, looking at these perception checks, I see Carl was the only one to get above a 13. And he got a natural 20 for a 25. So, everyone
you
is
dare
busy.
make a mockery of my god.
Everyone is busy like gawking at the spectacle of this image, and Edwin like yelling at it.
I throw my longsword on the ground.
Yeah.
Come fight me!
And Carl
Rip
being
your
the
shirt
only
off.
Carl being the only one that physically can't see what's going on is the only one that realizes that the voice is actually coming from up in the rafters.
Show yourself, you
Wait
coward!
A second. Hey! It's coming from... and I do like a little ninja move. Up there!
Can you describe the ninja
Yeah, can
move
you,
that you'd make?
I need you to describe in gratuitous detail what this ninja move is.
Alright, you know how... you know how ninjas are in the shadows?
Yeah.
And they'll twinkle their fingers when they're about to strike?
No.
The twinkle fingers, yep, we've all seen it.
Right. Oh, yeah. The
Yeah.
twinkle fingers. My bad.
Twinkle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I do a little like, there he's over,
Do you-
twinkling my fingers.
Is there
and
is
then
there
I
tongue
point where I
involved?
think he's
Like, do
coming
you
from.
lick your finger first?
No, I don't need to.
No. Okay.
Natural 20.
Now, are there any twinkle toes going on with the twinkle fingers?
No, don't get them mixed up.
No.
Very,
no.
very distinct.
I mean, I know it's optional, but you can include the twinkle toes with the twinkle fingers. if you're a real,
There's
if you're a
just-
real ninja, at least.
and don't get it mixed up with
I'm still working on the
Twinkies.
toes.
The twinkle teeth.
Twinkle teeth. Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, so seeing this very easily described ninja move that Carl just made, pointing up to the rafters. Brunswick reloads his crossbow.
Okay.
And tilts his head skyward, rafterward.
What is in his tithe box?
Carl's motherfucking lunch money.
Yeah, I was like, currently, whatever money Carl just put in there.
So it was empty before?
Yes.
I'm going to look up in the rafters. Do I see it?
You look up and you're not quite seeing it, but Carl seemed pretty confident that the voice was coming from the rafters.
Despite my better judgment, I'm going to trust Kakaro.
How high up are the rafters?
About 15 feet above the floor.
Would a 15-foot cone reach someone standing in the rafters?
Like, it would, like, if you, like, pointed it upwards, it would hit the rafters.
But
But it
with
wouldn't
my
hit,
hand
it
held,
wouldn't hit the whole area of the
with my
place.
hand held up, the cone already starts 5 feet above the ground, right?
Right.
So then it would go 20 feet off the ground if it was a 15-foot cone, right?
Yes.
So it would hit somebody standing in the rafters.
Yes.
Okay. Do I have if Carl's like it's somebody in the rafters, they're up in the rafters, is there an obvious place that person would be even if I couldn't see them, or is it kind of like anywhere above any of these squares they could be?
Yeah, I mean, they really could be anywhere. Like, maybe if Carl could see, he could have maybe pinpointed a little better,
Sure.
but he's just getting a general idea that, like, wait a minute, that voice should be coming from the ground level. Why am I hearing it from above me?
Okay.
As a move action, I'm going to use martial flexibility, give myself the throw anything feat. I'm going to pick up the tithe box and throw it in the direction that...
So Carl's not getting his money back. That's fine.
You don't know this is happening.
So,
there
in what direction?
the direction that Kakaro pointed with his ninja move.
All right, well,
The indeterminate location of which this creature may or may not be.
Ninja moves are notoriously laser precise.
all right, go ahead and roll.
Like I'm willing to accept like an 80% miss chance.
Yeah, go ahead and
or
roll
whatever.
roll an attack, a ranged attack.
Are we in initiative right now? Like I feel like it's absolute chaos. What we're all trying to do.
I think this is going to be the surprise round, and we'll dip into initiative.
Okay.
Oh yeah, coins all over the floor.
Yep. So yeah, Carl, you would just hear Sir Edwin go,
Come
And-
fight me, you coward!
and you just hear like a thunk as something hits the rafters above you, and you can just hear the telltale like ding 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 of like your coins just like raining down around you.
Guys, he's fighting with some sort of metal.
It was a very pretty arc of silver coins, though. Is there an obvious like avenue up to the rafters? Like, is there a ladder or something?
No.
And do the rafters like go into C10, or are they just above this like little chapel?
They are just within this chapel.
Okay. All right. Yeah, Brunswick. So I guess he spends his surprise round loading his crossbow, and is just kind of waiting for this dude to show himself. And Brunswick's gonna throw out like we know you're up there. Show yourself. We don't need to do anything foolish.
All right, so combat starts here, and Blind Carl is up first.
Yes. Save the day.
I take out my nunchucks and I point at the rafters with them and I say, "Don't you come down here, or I'm gonna get you." And that's my turn.
Okay, so Brunswick, that brings us to you.
Brunswick's going to delay his turn.
Okay, then that brings us to Madame Ladian.
But we don't know where he is, huh?
You just know he's up in the rafters somewhere, or that's what Carl
Ah.
says.
I like where Brunswick's head's at, and I'm also going to delay my turn.
Okay, then Sir Edwin, you're up.
Can I intimidate to demoralize him?
Yeah, give it a shot.
Oh no, I'm too fuming mad. 10.
Just all bluster.
I like when you get so mad. Yeah.
No good.
Start fucking up words.
All right, so it is whatever this thing is, and it just reiterates again, like, "This is your last chance. Pay the tithe, and Aerodine may let you live." And Vulpus, your turn.
Can we get another
Yes,
perception
yeah,
check?
sorry. Yeah, you guys can have perception checks again to try and pinpoint that.
Yeah. Damn it. 6.
Hey, 21.
This chapel's just too damn echoey.
Oh my god, Sir Edwin is so mad.
He's fuming.
He's blind with rage.
Might help if I take my helmet off.
All right. So, Madam Ladian, you are getting the idea that this creature is somewhere in like the southern part of the rafters, like kind of near the statue and like the image, but you're still not sure exactly where it's coming from.
It sounds like it's coming towards the south. And she kind of like points a finger out and circles where Matt described, like slightly above the statue.
Okay. And now it is Vulpus's turn.
Vulpus will. I don't want to be caught with nothing next turn, so I'm gonna say Vulpus inspires courage.
Okay. That brings us back to Carl, who can see again.
Holy shit.
Oh.
Not that I need to, but that's good. Because now, where
Hear
is
that,
this
Matt?
motherfucker? Where is
Well,
he?
I mean, I said he sounds like it's coming from the south, and like,
Yeah.
well, I guess you couldn't see, so. But, Carl, look where I'm pointing.
I look where she's pointing. Do I see him?
You do not see the creature, but you can see the general area where Madam Ladian is pointing.
Look with your special eyes. My brand.
I hold my action defiantly.
All right, Brunswick.
You found our weakness, Matt. Rafters.
Brunswick is going to move 30 feet south and hold his action. If he is certain that this guy is within range of a 15-foot cone, he's going to cast a spell.
Okay. So that brings us back to Madam Ladian.
Well, all my spells, I gotta be able to see them. Probably doesn't even have a mind item effect.
This dummy.
Yeah. I've got to defer my turn again.
All right, then Sir Edwin, you're up.
I'm gonna move over here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna give Kakarl a boost. Kakarl,
Oh. Yeah.
up. I'm gonna throw anything. I'm gonna throw a ninja.
No way.
I mean, I'll let you assist
Badass.
on the acrobatics, but you're not going to throw a ninja.
Pokemon, go!
Form of Carl.
You crazy son of a bitch, you did it. Well,
But I do need that check from Sir Edwin to see if he successfully assists.
Is it the same skill?
Yeah, acrobatics.
Oh boy.
all you need is a 10, baby.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh.
All right. So, with that done, now it is the thing's turn,
Yep.
and the figure of Aerodin draws a sword. It steps forward menacingly towards Sir Edwin. It winds back for a swing, and we'll bring it back next month
Oh, come on.
on War for the Crown,
Now-
brought to you by Inspired Incompetence.
Okay. It kind of seems like he's about to throw me, and the guy's about to stab. Am I in the middle of a horrible situation right now?
Quite possibly.
You're not in the middle of a great situation.
Right.
It's a real Dookie Hazard to be continued.
Yeah. See ya. See ya. See ya.
Leah.